Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I had another sanitizer accident. So we've had a glitch, hence why we're running a little bit late. Randy and I are very good at plants, media, etc., not so good with technology, and now apparently hand sanitizer. And I thought, ooh, while I'm waiting, I'll do my hand sanitizer again, because I haven't done it in a few minutes and I've touched a bunch of things. Anywho, good morning, everybody. I thought we'd keep going this week and talk about veggies. We're going to talk about seeds and seedlings. So I know a lot of people really enjoy growing their food from seed. It's a real progression. Putting it in, watching it sprout, getting that first little shoot with the cotyledons, watching that develop, and eventually getting a tray like this. That's the goal. But what do we do when our trays start getting a bit full, our plant's getting big? Now, I don't have any roots coming through this one, but I can feel that these are getting hard. When I water them, the water is starting to just kind of run through. They're not staying as wet as I like. So it's time to step them up a notch. Now, when I did this, if you guys remember, so you can see these guys are doing great. All being started the same, all being in the same conditions, same heat mat, under the same light, and you can see they're all at different stages, right? That's just genetics. That's just how the seeds develop. But I planted one, and I planted 2 seeds in one. So I'm going to show you what we do with that one. Now I'm going to explain what I would do. Then I'm going to try and lift it and separate it. Hey, hopefully it works. I have my doubts. I think I'm going to kill both of them, but that's okay. That's why I do it, so you guys don't have to. So eventually we get to a point where our seedlings are thriving. They're doing great. I still can't believe I sprayed sanitizer. I don't even know if I got my hands. Where our seeds have germinated, and our seedlings are doing great, and they're healthy and they're big. But it's still, I'm not putting these outside for at least a couple of weeks. I might even wait till the May long weekend. But I want to start hardening them off. I want to start getting them there. So what do we do? What is the next step? Well, when they get here now, and if you remember when we talked about houseplants, we talked about moving up to the next step. I'm not going to go put it in a big 1-gallon pot. I'm not going to put it in a pot only marginally bigger than this. I want to be able to get some soil. So that's a great step up. It's still nice and short. It's not as deep. That's going to fill in there. So it's going to leave me about 1 inch to really get some soil in. Again, I'm not going to compact the soil, but I'm going to firm the soil. And I've got it really, really loose. And for this one, I just used potting. I could have used herb and veg, could have used anything, but as you guys know, I like to show you, if you've got potting soil around, that's gonna work. This is a Pro Mix potting. It's nice and loose. It's got everything I need in it. I'm already making a mess. That makes me happy. So what do we do? How do we get these guys out of here and into here? So it's real easy. We're gonna do it the way we do all of them. I'm gonna take my pot, I'm gonna take a scoop, and all I'm gonna do is put about that much in, okay? I might add more, but I'm just gonna start with that much, and I'm gonna firm it down. And all I'm doing here is I'm establishing a firm base, because you can see my pot has drainage, okay? So if I put it in too loose and I don't firm it down, well, every time I move it and water it, I've got soil coming through. If I firm it, and again, I'm not reefing on it. I am using more than I will use when I go around the root ball. When I do that, no soil coming out. So that's the difference. That's why I do it. So I'm giving them a nice solid bed. So I'm going to start with this guy, nice and big and healthy. Exactly how I would transplant anything. I'm going to squeeze on either side. Now, when I do it, you can see the root ball lift. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Now, the tricky thing is here, how do I flip this and maintain pressure here without the rest falling out? Okay, up. You drop it on the table. So that's actually good because I know people do drop things. So we're just going to keep going. So, and I'll show you, look, that guy's being knocked out, but I ain't worried about him. Nothing broke. He's happy. Okay, probably not too happy because I just dropped him. This is why I deal with plants, not babies. Play to your strengths, okay? That only happened twice. So anyway, Brandy has her head in her hands again. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to squeeze, and I'm going to keep squeezing, and you can see my whole root ball lifting, and I'm not squeezing the root ball. Now, I'm gently going to take it, and then there you go. So you can see the roots coming through. Now, I'm going to set it down there. Perfect height. So I want to show you guys that as well. And we're going to monitor these as we go. So even though you just saw me drop them, which isn't ideal, don't do that. That was a good example of what not to do. I'm going to show you they're going to be fine. I'm not even worried about it. If it had snapped, I'd be a little upset. But I'm not going to worry about it. Things happen. We panic. Remember what I said? We're going to normalize brown leaves. Accidents happen. I've been in this game for years and years and years. And accidents happen. And you know what? You laugh it off and you move on. That's all you can do. So now I'm going to use my pot that I had the loose soil in. And I'm just going to sprinkle that soil around. Okay? And I'm just going to use my fingers. And you can see now I'm not doing like I did with my base soil. Okay? Remember my base soil? I was firming it down like this. Now, all I'm doing is I'm just tapping it out. Take another little scoop like this. I'm going to go around. Okay? And as you can see, very gently, making sure my roots are established with the new soil. Once I have it firm enough and deep enough, I'm happy. And again, for this, I'm going to show you guys a trick. For this, I'm keeping that soil level with the new soil I'm putting in. And there you go. Plant it up. That easy. So now, let's look at this one with two. So ideally, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pick the healthiest, and I'm going to kill the other one. And all I'm going to do by that is I'm just going to grab it and snap it off. That's it. That is what I would do in the normal run of things. And I'll show you why. So again, as you can see, I'm just loosening the soil. Then I'm going to pinch from the bottom, almost like a popsicle. Okay? You can see I'm lifting it. Now that I've got enough root stock to grab, I'm going to grab it. Okay? 2 tomatoes. Okay? Now watch. We'll try and separate. So I'm going to use my pot here. I'm going to firm down because I might be able to separate them. I have my doubts. So I'm going to separate the plants as best as I can like that, keeping a finger between them. Now I'm going to try and separate the roots. Okay, you guys won't be able to see this, but the roots are tarry. There we go. We're going to try these guys, okay? Now look at this. Yeah, see? Look at that. His root ball is already crumbling. The whole thing, that's it. That's why, there you go. I'm not even going to bother with him. That's why, because I have already damaged those roots significantly. Now he's bare rooted. Look at that. That's all that's left. It's not worth it. Honestly, that effort isn't worth it. But look at this one. Look at that one. And I'm holding it the same way. It's not crumbling. So, again, I'm going to put it in the center. I'm going to take another pot. I'm going to take a scoop. I'm going to go around like that. And again, I'm just going to firm. I'm not compressing. I don't want to hurt my roots anymore. They're already shocked right now. And like I said, we're going to follow these guys along. I'll take pictures. We'll put it in the stories. Maybe when I plant them in my garden, I'll show you guys. And then I'm just going to go along. I'm going to pat it down. Again, you can see I am not reefing on it. That's not the goal here. I'm not intending on compacting it. I just want it firm, basically, to hold my plant in place. That's it. So you can see I separated that. What I should have done is I should have just plucked him out. I should have just gone, bam, broken it off, got rid of him, and then planted that whole root ball. But I wanted you guys to see why we do that. Okay, do I have enough time? I gotta move quick. Okay, So now these are tomatoes. So I'm going to take this one. Again, you can see I'm doing the popsicle method. Okay, get my root ball out. Great root ball. Okay, love it. I'm going to take a scoop. I'm going to do something now with a tomato that I would not recommend you do with any other plant. I'm going to put it down. Take my leaves here. I'm going to break them off. See you later, leaves. Now I'm going to take this one. Okay, I'm going to put it in. Take a handful here. Again, I don't recommend, this doesn't work. On a tomato, you'll see on the stem white hairs, okay? Those are trichomes, okay? And basically, it's an oily filled part of the plant. It's a hair, for want of a better term, and that will actually turn into a root. Now, this one here is going to be a little stunted because I have completely shocked it. I've taken its roots out. I've pulled leaves off it. I've stuck it in new soil, and I've planted it deep. And that's it. Those two are the same height. And look at the difference. So that's it. That's how you do your tomato seedlings. I'm going to plant up the rest of them now that I dropped them and they're all shocked and crying. Poor guys. Sorry, guys and girls. And that's what we're going to do. So I hope that helps you with your transplanting. Hit us up with questions. You know, we're always, and again, your questions, your comments, your shout outs don't have to be related to the subject. I do want to give a huge shout out to everybody who said congratulations to Brandy and Bradley. If they had a name, it would be Brandley. They're cool. They can do a name like that. I can't. Colin and Jenny, Kenny, Jolin. I don't know what our name would be. I'm just going to keep playing with him. But yeah, thank you everybody for that. I hope you guys have a great day. We got a little bit of rain coming in Calgary. As you can see, I'm just going along with these. But we don't mind rain at this time of year. Harry and I have done our backyard. We've got everything nicely prepped. Things are okay. You know what? Really quick. I think I got time. Do I have time, Brandy? Yeah. Okay. So this one, I damaged the root ball when I dropped it. Okay. Not great. So I'm going to loosen it up. I'm doing my popsicle method. Okay. I'm going to lift it. I'm going to sneak it out. Look, still got a ton of roots intact. I shocked it. Absolutely, I did. I know that. It's going to go straight back up to my office, and it's going to go straight back on a heat mat, this one, with lots and lots of light. I've got them under a grow light right now. Okay? But look at that. It's salvageable. I'm not worried. And then, last thing, when you've got your plants like this, okay, take our handy-dandy watering can. Doesn't matter which one we did. The one that we separated, the one that I pulled the leaves off and planted deep, or the regular one, I'm going to give them all the same shot. Let me do it like this. There we go. That's it. Okay? And that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to water them daily, maybe even twice a day if they're on my heat mat. Make sure they've got what they need. Less water, more frequently is what we're looking for. And there we go. 3 tomato plants. That in probably 3 months, I'll be picking tomatoes off. So have a wonderful Tuesday, everybody. Big smiles. Enjoy your weather. Happy spring. We'll talk soon. Bye, everyone.